Are you tired of grass creeping into your flower beds? Well, let's take a look at how we can stop it for free. Flower beds, when mulched and well tended, can look great, but one annoying thing that often happens is that grass from the lawn begins to creep into the mulch. Well, I don't like this, and I bet you don't like it either. So in this video, I'll explain why it actually happens in the first place, and then I'll show you how to stop it. Alright, so why does grass get into your flower beds? Well, the simple answer is rhizomes. You see, grass doesn't just spread by seed, it also spreads by underground runners known as rhizomes. It's this white fleshy thing I'm showing you here. And these underground horizontal stems, which is what they will sprout new plants as they creep along. This is the same manner at which goldenrod and common milkweed spread so prolifically, although they have much larger rhizomes. But what happens is that the grass plant will send these runners out as long as there is a moist medium present. It'll burrow through that and then sprout up new plants. So the moist medium can be soil or, in my case, mulch. So when a mulched flower bed borders next to a lawn, the grass will creep in, like what I'm showing you right here. And how can you stop this? Well, we need some kind of barrier. Now, you could use a plastic edge barrier or some landscaping brick that goes several inches deep, or any other type of barrier as long as it goes deep enough. But all those cost money. And there is a cheaper solution available that is free, and it is just to make a regular garden edge. So how does an edge stop these rhizomes? Simple. When it comes to turf grasses, their rhizomes don't go deeper than 2 or 3 inches for most turf grasses, and we can use that information to our advantage to stop the grass rhizomes dead in their tracks with a vertical edge that is 3 to 4 inches deep. Think of it like making an air wall. So if we look at the cross section where the mulch meets the lawn, we can basically cut a right triangle into it with the vertical wall being along the turf, then sloping back up to the mulch, and remove all this. The key is to have your vertical cut into the lawn go 3 to 4 inches deep. Then you can make your gentle slope 30 to 45 degrees going back into the mulch. And you'll have a nice looking edge that will be effective at stopping the grass from creeping into your flower bed all season. Alright, now I'm going to show you 2 ways how to do this. The main tool you're going to need for this is a shovel, preferably a flat garden spade like this, and I'll post a link to this style shovel down in the notes below. Also, it's best to do this in early spring or fall, as the grass roots they're much thinner and weaker. And also, you want the soil wet before you start, as that makes the whole job way easier. But mark out your profile and then start making a vertical cut along that. Just go along, stepping on your shovel so that it penetrates the sod by 3 to 4 inches deep. Then rake away any mulch that's within 6 to 12 inches of your profile. And finally, come in with your shovel at a 30 to 45 degree angle from horizontal. Throw chunks of sod into a wheelbarrow or bucket as you go. There are 2 ways to cut the slope though. One in which you cut perpendicular to your profile, which is what I've been showing here. Or you can do the second way, where you cut parallel to the profile. I personally prefer cutting parallel as I find it easier to control the angle of the shovel and what it makes with the flower bed. I have an easier time making a more gentle slope provided I have the space. Look, this isn't an easy job, quote unquote, but it's also not too hard. For reference, I'm about 6 feet tall and reasonably fit, and it takes me about 1 minute to make 1 foot of edge, so use that as a reference. A 45-foot long edge will take me 45 minutes roughly. But this edge will be an effective method for stopping the grass. Depending on how many kids or pets you have, you may need to clean up the edge or rake out some mulch every 1 to 3 years. For me, it's mainly where my dog runs all over as he kicks mulch into it. Where he doesn't run, I really don't have to do anything for a couple of years. Alright, well that's about all there is to it. If you have any questions, just ask them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them, and you all have a good day.